Good morning, my psychotic friends. I have a convergence of topics today to talk about. A bunch of cool stuff. I just wanted to kind of throw it all together, make a little video. I'm going to be mentioning things related to the water tests and horror and money saving stuff. It's all kind of just going to flow together. It's early. Had myself some coffee instead of beer today. It happens. I think I drink coffee as much as I drink beer, if not more. So I have that. Watched this movie last night called The Innkeepers. Pretty good ghost film. I really enjoyed it. Its pacing was a little slow. I know a lot of people complain about that. I read a couple of reviews. I think the pacing was something that bothered a few people. But if you stick around for it, the suspense just ramps up as it goes, and it's a really good film. Ty West directed and wrote it too, I think. Check it out if you are into that. The Innkeepers, really good movie. So I mentioned that I have like a little convergence of topics, and I guess I'll start out by talking about previous video. I think it's maybe 2 videos before this one, maybe 3 at this point, I'm not really sure, where I was asking for some help with my beer. I wanted to know if there was off flavors in it, things like that. And I had some people offer to do beer trades with me, and all that is kind of in the mail and going at the moment, so that'll come sooner or later. We'll believe Hat Trick and Northeast Brewer 77, who doesn't have a YouTube channel right now, I don't think, but he said he might do one once he receives my beer, so he can make videos of it. So, and once I get everyone's beer, I'm gonna do videos of that too. So all that's gonna kind of come together eventually, maybe in a couple of weeks or so. I'm not really sure when we'll all get the beer and everything, but that's gonna happen soon. But I went to a local lab to get some water testing done. I actually decided to do the mineral tests over the internet because it was a little cheaper, but I was also getting the bacteria test done for the well water, and I went to a local lab. And when I was there, I thought to myself, well, hey, this is a lab. They might have something around that I could use. So I asked them, do you have any lab equipment that you're selling? Well, it just so happens, I got really lucky. I admit this is almost all luck, that they happen to have just been bought out, I think, by a larger company, corporation, that has a lot of equipment for them to use. So all of their old equipment and their old lab, they were just about to liquidate it. They were going to have wholesalers come in and take it. So he said, I'll take you down to the lab and I'll let you take a look around, and you can have, what you want for pretty cheap. We'll talk about price when we get there. I was like, oh man, that's pretty awesome. Absolutely, let's go. Let's take a look. So we went down to his lab, and we pretty much strolled through and picked out some stuff. What I want to do is show you what I got and then tell you how much it cost, because this kind of links up to the money saving tips from my last Homebrew Wednesday video, where I was saying go to yard sales, use Craigslist, and this kind of fits perfectly with that. Just ask people, whenever you see something that might have a connection to homebrewing, in even the smallest way, like a lab, ask them, what do you got? Do you have anything that you're looking to sell? The following items I received for a total of $33. So I paid $33 for everything I'm about to show you. First and foremost, this is the best thing. Stir plate. See, Fisher Scientific Auto Mixer. And this one actually has like a weight sensitive top, so that if you turn it on and you have something on top there, and then weight is relieved, it turns off automatically. So I got that. I've been looking to get a stir plate for quite a while, and it was really awesome that he had one. It works and everything, nothing wrong with it. There was a little bit of I don't know how well you could see that. There's just a little bit of staining on top because it's a used stir plate from his lab, but otherwise perfect condition. works. To go along with that, he had a couple stir bars that I got. They're the small ones, unfortunately. They're these the little guys, and I mean, they work, but just a couple of stir bars. I would like to probably get one of the longer ones for this eventually. $2,000 milliliter Erlenmeyer flask, 2,000 milliliter one. So I got a nice big one. Put this around this side. Got also a 1,000 milliliter Erlenmeyer flask, and this one has this little spout at the end. I'm not really sure what they call that. And as far as I can tell, that's not going to be a problem for, yeast starters. I figure with yeast starters, we usually just put some sanitized foil on top anyway, so I could probably just put a little sanitized foil on there while I'm doing a yeast starter if I want to use the 1,000 milliliter. It should be fine as far as I can tell. Let me know if you think that it wouldn't be. If I'm not thinking of something. Got a extra graduated cylinder. Just kind of grabbed that for the hell of it. Could always use it, I figured. Got a 1,000 milliliter beaker. And again, it wasn't something I necessarily needed, but I figured while I was there and he was kind of letting me take what I wanted, I went for the beaker. And we were talking about thermometers in my last video. Like I said, a lot of convergence of topics here. Got this thermometer. It's a glass thermometer. This friggin' thing goes up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit. It reads up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm not familiar with this. It's a Thomas, it says on there. I don't know if you can see that. Honestly, I may not even use this for brewing. I'm kind of scared of it because it's just a big long piece of glass. But I took it. Why the hell not, right? It's an extra thermometer to have around just in case. And finally, and this is kind of what I want to ask you guys. I want some more help today. I wish I mentioned this earlier in the video in case some of you stopped watching. But I do have another question. And this is the last item I got from him. And I'm not sure if I can use it. And I need ideas. I need help figuring out how I can go about using this. So it is a 4-liter carboy, glass carboy, 4 liters. I figured I wanted to use it for like test batches and things, make little test batches of beer or whatever. But the problem is there is a spout at the bottom, and I don't know what to do with that. So obviously I would need to clog it or plug it somehow, get that sealed up so that the liquid doesn't come out while it's fermenting. And I'm not really sure the best way to go about doing that. Whether or not I could actually use this, I don't know. I may not be able to actually use this for brewing, but I was hoping that there would be a simple way of just plugging this. I mean, it's a very small hole, so I didn't think that there was any particular plugs sold that are that small. One idea I had was maybe putting a hose on the end and then bringing it up and just kind of tying it around the top, but I think that would still allow air in, and it wouldn't be like, completely sanitary. So I'm not sure what to do. I'm hoping maybe someone watching can come up with a cool idea for me to somehow plug that off so I can ferment in this and do little test batches, because it's a really cool piece of glass and I would love to use it. So that's everything that I got. All that glassware, thermometer, beakers, flasks, graduated cylinder, stir bars, stir plate, $33. He originally asked for $44 for only a portion of the stuff, and I said I only had $33 on me. What can I get for that? And he was a really cool guy. He was just like, oh, you know what, just take it all for the $33, that's fine. I offered to bring him some homebrew. I said, the least I can do is bring you a few bottles of homebrew, so I'm going to do that for the guy. But it just goes to show you, ask around, you never know where you're going to run into an amazing deal. It would have cost me over $40 for just the stir plate, if I had purchased it the way I was planning on doing. And you know, so this was a hell of a find. I was pretty excited about that. I think that's all I wanted to really talk about. Mostly I'm looking for some help with that 4-liter carboy. What can I do with that little plug? Well, how do I get around the fact that it's open at the bottom like that so I can still ferment in it? Is there anything I can do, or do I just you know, use it to hold stuff in, make a terrarium out of it or something? So let me know what you think, and I will update you on water tests, update you on the beer trades, update you on how my beer is going. I'm going to have a brew video being posted sooner or later, maybe even before this one. So lots of stuff coming. And of course, as usual, let me just remind you, if you're interested in reading any of my work, check out my website. I have Soundtrack to the End of the World is available, my first novel, through Bad Moon Books. If some of you are into ebooks, I do have Welcome to Moon Hill Short Story Collection. That's a Kindle book. It's only a couple bucks. Check it out. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.